20th May 1980, morning talks continue.
Over, then there will be no more satsanga. But in the meantime, what have I learned what I am? Have I found my identity, my true self? So that is the limit. The limit is the finding of my true nature. Any activity, there has to be an aim, a limit, beyond which one does it expect to or want to. हो
त्याचा भौतिक संपली आणि हमेशा कसा कसा होतो आणि पुढे कसा हे कळलं ठीक आहे.
So it's the limit or the aim is that I will know, I know that I have an original state, and this state which I have is temporary and will go, and I be back in my original state. So the knowledge, complete and conviction of knowledge of that is the aim, you see, or the limit, whatever you may call it.
कोण असं उचललाय तो म्हणजे साधू कसं नक्कीच आपल्या करतात मी पण एक साधू बंद घालून बसते काय करते हे करायची म्हणजे ज्ञानला द्यायचं.
They said you may have any amount of satsanga and meet a lot of people, but unless this object is achieved, all that will be useless.
काही नाही इथं तुला केव्हा निर्माण झालं हे तुला कळलं पाहिजे. हे तुझी गरज तुला नव्हत तेव्हा कशा होतं की गरज निर्माण झालं मी आता असं आहे.
You see, I must find out that my certain needs and requirements have arisen at a certain point. Before that, when in my original state, I had no needs, I didn't even know I existed. And now at a certain point, my needs and requirements have arisen. So how has that change come about? What is the point? What is the reason? That I must find out. And until this mystery is solved for myself, no any other activity will be useless.
पण आणखी आणखी कळते आहे आणखी आणखी वाढते आहे पण त्या गरजेला पूर्ण व्हायला मिळणार नाही कायावर अवलंबून आहे. काया गेली किती गरज फुकट गेली.
Whatever I may require, whatever to satisfy any number of needs based on the body. When the body is gone, whatever is required also will go.
तुला तुझी गरज होती आठवते.
He said, when you did not have this association with the body, and he said very firmly, you know that state. Did you have any needs? Do you recollect having any needs or requirements?
Deep sleep, we don't have those.
नाही त्याच्या गरजा वगैरे नव्हत्या. आता गाढ झोपेत सुद्धा गरजा काही माहीतच नसते.
आता गरजा वगैरे नव्हता म्हणजे तू नव्हतं असं आहे का तुला गरज नव्हती कशाची म्हणजे तू नव्हता असा अर्थ आहे का.
In that state, when there were no needs of any kind, does it mean you were not there? In that state, when there were no needs or requirements of any kind, does it mean that you were not there?
We were there and we weren't aware.
मी तिथं होतो पण मी होतो ही जाणीव नव्हती. करेक्ट.
म्हणजे तिथे असून सुद्धा गरज भासत नव्हती एवढी श्रीमंती होती. गरज भासत नव्हती.
In that state was so complete that one didn't even know one existed. And of course there were no needs of any kind. So that state was so full of wholeness and completeness.
पण देह स्वप्न पडले आणि देह स्वप्नामध्ये गंगाला तोटा नाहीये.
Without any cause, this dream of existence has come upon me. And along with it has come any number of needs and requirements. in that dream existence.
तो याचा निवाडा तुला पाहिजे. तर त्याला स्वप्न का आणि कसे पडले लक्षात जा.
So if you want to have this mystery solved, he says, find out how this dream existence has come about.
त्या स्वप्नाला विचारा तू पूर्णच होता. स्वप्न पडलं नसतं राजा राजा होता. स्वप्न पडलं तर धूम बाप
He says, before this dream existence, you were a king. And in this dream existence, you have suddenly become a pauper. With any number of years.
या स्वप्नाचा परिणाम.
That is because of this dream existence.
आपण आहे अर्थाला त्याचे रूपाने हे स्वप्न. आपण आहे अशा अर्थाला त्याचे रूपाने हे स्वप्न.
In that original state, I didn't know I was. As soon as I became aware that I was, I existed, as soon as I became conscious that I was, that consciousness took the form of a body. And you see, he said, the Marathi word for dream is swapna. And this swapna, that is, knowing that I am.
I हजेरी स्वप्न.
That I exist.
I हजेरी.
That is my presence. Is swapna. And that is swapna. You see, he made this fun of me.
आपण आणखी काय झालं.
He said, so what has happened? This consciousness means I've suddenly realized that I exist. He said it's mere presence, consciousness of my presence, that I exist.
केले बोले त्याच्या कथा बिघडवायच झाली. हे पाहिजे ते पाहिजे ते पाहिजे.
Because of this presence, the begging started for various needs. Begging for the satisfaction of various needs automatically started.
नसताना रेलचेल होती जरुरी. स्वतःची सुद्धा अपेक्षा करायची गरज नाही तेवढा भरपूर.
Before this beingness came upon me, that state of holiness and completeness was so full of happiness and contentment that there were no needs at all. As soon as the beingness, which has already said, as soon as there was beingness, the body came into it. So the body and beingness is one psychosomatic complex, it's apparatus.
हे काळी कसे जाते याचे उत्तर प्रामाणिकपणे तुझ्या आत्मा तुला देवी. त्या आत्म्याला तू ज्ञान म्हणून देव म्हणू नको. आणि त्याच्या वाच कर त्याच्याची देव म्हणजे तो सगळं तुला सोडून देईल.
Now the answer to this, how is this mystery to be solved? He said, the only one who can solve this mystery for you is this consciousness, this being. But treat that beingness as beingness, overall consciousness, total manifestation, and not the individual body. And pray to it, be constantly in association with that beingness, as being quite apart from the body. Although the two are one, the psychosomatic apparatus, but the instructions to us are that we must treat that consciousness as being the knowledge and disassociated from the body.
ऐकण्याची आठवण काय ऐकण्याची आठवण. मी आठवणीमुळे आपण असं ज्ञान असेल संगत बघतो.
You see, the blessings will be in the form of your recollection of this trip. And the recollection of this trip will be in the advice which is just given. That is, remain one and always associated with your beingness or consciousness or Atma, whatever name you choose to give it.
ते ज्ञान आहे आत्मा त्या ज्ञानाशी तो ज्ञानाशी संदर्भात होईल. तेव्हा ते खुश होईल
Ah.
म्हणजे आत्मा प्रसन्न झाला पाहिजे आणि ते खुश होईल तेव्हा त्याची ज्ञानाची उपस्थिती कशी होते ते सांगते उपस्थिती कशी झाली ते सांगते तू फक्त बघायचं आहे हे जग बघायचं.
Maharaj further explains that you may feel, how can this happen? How can this knowledge that you are be of benefit to you? He explains that being one with this knowledge that you are, to an extent, that knowledge will be so pleased with you that knowledge will unfold itself and take you to the source of itself, that is, to the source of that very knowledge. Have you had any association with J. Krishna?
In the beginning, when we first started becoming interested in spiritual,
That's 10 years ago.
yes, our first interest was Krishna. After coming to Bhagavad, we didn't get interested in anything else since.
Have you read all the literature from
वाचनालय आहे
He says, now, this is
माहिती कोणाचं
think before you answer. He said, that information in those books, was that information about Ramana Maharshi or was it about someone else?
त्या पुस्तकात मी माहिती म्हणून ज्ञान दिलं आहे
Oh.
ते वाचनालयाचं आहे की रमण मंदिरचं.
Now, that knowledge, was it about the reader or was it about Ramana Maharshi? Vasana Rasana.
हे तुझी खात्री झाली आहे.
Are you definitely convinced about that? That the information given in the book is about the reader. Are you definitely convinced about it? Good.
त्याची जर आता तुला निश्चित झाली आहे तर तू आणखी काय करायला मागतो.
Maharaj says, if you are definitely convinced, that is, there is a firm conviction in you that the information in the book is about yourself, do you feel any need to do anything else? What is it that you are wanting to do further?
We want to have, although we know it's about ourselves, we want to have that experience. Intuitively, it hasn't become experience. We want it to become experience.
Until that comes, then all these things are corrupted enough.
बुद्धीने वगैरे ते समजलंय आणि ते खात्री झालेली आहे म्हणतो, तरी पण अनुभव झालेला नाही. आणखीन
त्या गावाचा पत्ता मिळाला पण आमच्या गाव बघितला नाही.
Maharaj says that what has happened is, you have got the address of a certain place, but you have not been to that place.
Yes.
पत्ता दिसतो काय.
He said the address is absolutely 100% correct, accurate. ते बाई मग म्हणाला काय ते प्रारब्ध झालेलं आहे वगैरे काय ते
प्रारंभ रंग ओळखलाय का. प्रारंभाचं चित्र ओळखलाय.
He says you use the word prarabdha.
कोणत्या चित्रात तू प्रारंभ वाहते.
First he says, have you seen the color of that prarabdha? Then he says, have you seen the source from which this prarabdha flows?
कोणत्या चित्रात तू वाहते. चित्र पाहिलं.
Have you seen the point or the source from which this prarabdha flows? Exact translation of what it is.
त्याचं तुला घेणं नाव तू आपलं म्हणतो.
हो.
आमचे नाव आपले म्हणतो. त्याचं प्रारंभ ऐकलं नाव म्हणजे ज्ञान काय घेतं.
He said prarabdha is just a name that people have given, and everybody accepts the name without really finding out what that name has been given.
प्रारंभाचं ज्ञान काय घेतं.
What knowledge do you have about prarabdha other than the mere name?
थकला मानलं जमला मग काय माझा प्रारंभ म्हणाला.
He said, after one is
પ્રારબ્ધ હોતો તે હવાનો.
after one is thoroughly tired and weary, he puts his hands on his head and he says, "That's my prarabdha."
ત્યાં બધું જ્ઞાન કાંઈ પ્રારબ્ધ.
He said, other than that, what knowledge you have of prarabdha as such, other than the name, other than the word.
બીજાનું જ્ઞાન જો કરે નિખર જાવે ભાઈ. તો કરે પ્રારબ્ધમાં છે જ્ઞાન કરવા ખાતે.
So long as you have very clear knowledge about your own true nature, you have not had any knowledge about prarabdha either.
मला काय बोलायचं आहे मेडिसिन तुम्ही जाणता की नाही. डॉक्टर जावं तर मेडिसिन नाव वाटत मेडिसिन तुम्ही जाणता की नाही.
Do you
त्याचं नाव
know
डॉक्टर आहे.
that medicine which has been given the name of a doctor?
डॉक्टर पण मेडिसिन तर नाही चांगलं असते. पण डॉक्टर नावाचं मेडिसिन काय.
He said, medicine which doctors give is all right. But what is that medicine to which the name doctor has been given?
There is no part to drink.
महाराजांनी बऱ्याच गोष्टी सांगितल्या पण तो म्हणतो कृपा.
कृपा दया आशीर्वाद त्या म्हणजे काय आहे ते आहे. पण त्याला जप्ती रूप नाही.
कृपा दया आशीर्वाद हे सगळं आहे पण त्याला व्यक्तिरूप नाही. He said, you heard his question. He said, is it like
जप्त रूप आहे व्यापक आहे.
ते व्यक्त रूप आणि व्यापक आहे. Is there not something like grace? Maharaj said, grace, Ashirvad, they are all there, but not in the form of an individual.
तसं पण ते ब्रह्मा प्रसन्न जमाय तर प्रसन्न हिची कृपा.
Ah.
कोणी प्रसन्न झाला हिची कृपा काय नाही का. तो हवं तर देतो नाही तो काय करू शकतो. हवी तो बदल देतो प्रसन्नता. प्रसन्न किंवा म्हणजे कृपा आपल्या मागे का असं होईल.
कृपा म्हणजे महाराज म्हणतात की प्रसन्नता हे जे आहे हीच कृपा. प्रसन्नता नाही त्याला म्हणून.
तेव्हा तुम्हाला होईल प्रसन्नता आली
हा.
ती कृपा.
Maharaj said, again he explained what is grace. Earlier he had said, be one with that consciousness. And then the consciousness will be pleased with you and will unfold. So he said, now how will you know? When in your consciousness itself is pleased, that is it. So he says, no individual is pleased, but the consciousness itself, the total manifested consciousness, if universal consciousness, not the personal consciousness, the impersonal consciousness is pleased. So that state or feeling of happiness itself is there. That is itself great. Nothing else. It's not that one individual is graced by some other individual.
कृपेचा अनुभव कुठे येतो. राज मध्ये तो आराम झाला.
They said in the normal daily life, when is there an example of complete grace? He says in deep sleep, when there is total relaxation, he said that is grace.
इकडे नवरा झोपला तिकडे बायको झोपली आहे. त्याचं काय गरज नाही. आराम झाला. आराम.
The husband and wife are sleeping next to each other, but one is not aware of the other in deep sleep. He said that is grace.
तो आराम जागेपर्यंत त्या दोघांना मिळणार का.
And that grace, he said, will those have when they are awake?
कृपा आरामात समजली आहे.
So that grace and this total relaxation go together.
बरोबर सांगितलं गेलं. आकाश मोडतो आहे. लोण्याच्या हाताने आकाश मोडतो. आत्मा नाही आता दोन्ही नमुवाले आहे की आकार नमू आहे काय साहेब
दोन्ही मऊ आहे तर आकाश मऊ आहे
काय कोणी लक्षात नाही घेणार
हे ना?
दोन्ही लक्षात नाही दोन्ही आकार जगाचा कठीण आहे
Oh. That's why I say, ask someone, he says talk. It will be entertainment for a while. So what he means really is that even this knowledge that is being given and what we consider knowledge, even that is being exchanged basically in a state of ignorance. So he says even that is purely entertainment.
डॉक्टर बोलू शकतो
Ah.
आकाश
So he says it is like using butter to mold a space into some creation. I mean, it's totally imaginary. So this knowledge is also imaginary. Our existence is also imaginary. So he's now going back to the original point. That is, this state of existence, this with the body existence, which has come upon the original existence, is totally imaginary. It's a figment of the imagination.
आत्मा आकाशापेक्षा मऊ आहे आकाशापेक्षा पातळ आहे
Ah.
आणि आकाशापेक्षा डाग नाही
Ah.
परंतु काय
He said butter is soft. The space is even softer. And this consciousness is unimaginably softer than the space. Also, fine. मऊ आहे असं सूक्ष्म मऊ म्हणजे कशा अर्थाने म्हणतो
तो तुम्हाला असं लागेल तो
जो तुम्हाला अर्थ लागेल तो
त्याचा फोटो कशाला
question was what did Maharaj mean when he said it is softer? Then he said it's more subtly. Then Maharaj said, give it any meaning that you want, so long as you understand it. And if you don't understand it, any meaning that you give, any word that you give will be useful.
हे खरं आहे तुला वाटतं हे खरं आहे तुला खरं आहे वाटतं म्हणजे खरं आहे म्हणजे खोटं वाटतं तर खोटं आहे तो पण खरं आहे वाटतं खरं आहे तुला वाटलं म्हणजे खोटं
So Maharaj said, so long as this phenomenon appears to you as real, he said it is real. But the moment you understand that the phenomenon is a figment of the imagination, it is only a thing, which is a concept, then it is not real. So it depends entirely on how it is taken. No, that is real enough. खोटा आहे म्हटलं नाही
तुला खोटं वाटलं खोटं खरं वाटलं खरं
तेच सांगितलं
तुला खोटं वाटलं म्हणजे खोटं
It is real enough, so long as you think it's real. But the moment you consider, you have got it out and you can get it real. It's not fairy tale.
तुला तुला निघालं काय लौकिका तू आल्यापासून लौकिकाचे काय घरचे त्याची उत्तर होणार पण जातीला तू अलौकिक आहेस लौकिकामध्ये तू नाही
Maharaj says, what questions can you ask? Whatever questions you ask will be movements in the consciousness. And therefore, they will arise only after you have had the consciousness. Whereas, you, in inverted form, or I, is prior to the arrival of the consciousness.
त्या विद्या कला वावड लौकिका पुढचा आहे लौकिका
Whatever arts and crafts and knowledge that one acquires in the world is based only on consciousness.
काय गेला म्हणजे जरा पाहिलं होते असं म्हणणार ना
Once the body disappears and the consciousness also merges with the universal consciousness, whatever has been acquired, concepts of any other possession, they will all disappear. Session, unless any Western support coming.
For me now, it seems to be just a process of time. There's nothing I can think of it, waiting for my own grace to unfold itself.
हे ऐकल्यानंतर मला असं वाटतं की मी कोण आहे हे जाणण्याकरता मला काही काम वगैरे करायचं नाही, साधना पण काही करायची नाही, पण ध्यान करून ते
असं नाही हे झालं पाहिजे. काय करायचं ना असं आहे जे वाटते ते खोटं म्हटलं पाहिजे. देहरूप माझे आहे हे खोटं म्हटलं पाहिजे. तिला खात्री आणि तू काय लोक पाहिजे.
This is nothing to be done, but continue with the dhyana until you get to that conviction is forced out of you that you are not the body.
देहरूपाशिवाय पाप पुण्याचे किंवा फायदा तोडण्याचे चिडे कोणाला लावणार. पाप पुण्याचा चिडा लावायचा कोणाला, फायद्याचा कोणाला लावायचं देव नसतो ना.
So he says, this, sin or merit, the whole notion, can there be such a notion if there is no identification with the body?
गाडीचा अर्थ आहे श्री गाडीचे तो निर्माण झाले देव. तुझ्या अगदी वेगळा तुझा आणि देहाचा काय संबंध नाही, पण देहाचा संबंध तू मानला आहे म्हणून नक्कीच पाप पुण्य आणि दुःखीचे तुझ्यावर चढायचं नसतं. तुमचा थोडा काय वास्तविक देहाचा तुला काय संबंध. देह हा श्री गाडीतून निर्माण झाला सांगू नका.
He says,
याचा तुझा काय संबंध.
Maharaj says, even if you give clear thought to it, you will know that you are not the body. The body has come about without your being consulted, and it has come about by an act, by a physical act between two persons, where you have never concerned. So that physical act, because of which the body has come about, surely I am not that. But so long as one has identified oneself, so long as this consciousness is identified with itself, with this body, the bondage starts and all the suffering. But once you disidentify yourself from this identity, everything is clear.
दोन माहिती कोण सांगतो आहे ऐकला राजेला काय बरं वाटतं.
So Maharaj asked, he said, one has to find this out for oneself. If you tell someone else that this is what you consider, this is what you are, will he not be ready to knock you down?
But just as
बरोबर आहे.
He said, right or not?
But just as I wasn't responsible for getting this body, also, I don't feel I'm responsible for getting this ignorance. So I think that this ignorance itself will have to leave on its own time. That's what the point I was making, is that just as time goes by, the ignorance needs to go just as it came in the first place. I don't know why. My part in getting rid of it is very little, just like I did not take the body. Get rid of it.
हे म्हणतात हे समजलं आणि हे देह यायला मी काय केलेलं नाही, आणि ते देहाबरोबरच ही जाणीव पण आलेली आहे, आणि ते देह जाईल आणि ते जाणीव जाईल, मी वेगळं आहे, मला काय करायचं नाही.
तेव्हा लक्ष करत नाही.
So he said, when did this?
दिन काढल्यानंतर
He said, when did you come to know this? He said, all right, you have come to know this. When did you come to know this?
चार चौकात दिन काढल्यानंतर असं म्हणतात.
He said, only after it was pointed out to you how your body came about, what your body consists of, the growth of the same original conception.
I'm not sure I follow.
So he said, when you convinced of this before you came here?
Before I came to this room,
Yes.
I would, yes. Yes.
मी इथे आज इथे यायच्या आधी समजलं होतं का म्हणतो अस्पष्ट
शिवीची आठवण देण्याशिवाय लक्षात येणार. खरसून शिवीची आठवण देण्याशिवाय लक्षात येणार.
He said, generally, unless the extremely lowly origin of the body is clearly pointed out, one will not want to disassociate himself from the body.
तो ऐकतो आहे पण चपातला सारखा चढावा असं याचं नाही.
He said, you seem to be a little befuddled. And you're not as, your facial expression is not as if you're very clearly understood. You seem a bit confused, he said.
हेच होत आम्ही ते कागद खऱ्या नोटावर जमा करून देतो. आता करायचं वाचायला मिळा त्या नोटा 5 वर्षामध्ये रद्द झालेले आहे. म्हणजे काय वाटतं त्याला कसं वाटतं.
Maharaj is giving an example. You came here with certain concepts, which you thought was very valuable, a good acquisition. Like someone has collected a large number of currency notes, and suddenly he is told that those currency notes have become invalid for a long time. So that man will be a bit rattled. So he said, that is your state, he said. That all your concepts have now been proved to you.
It's what most people don't have concepts still. And what I was saying, the point I was making between the body and the concepts, is these concepts that come to me just like the body has come to me. Right? And but the question is how to get rid of the concepts. It's like not to identify with the body, but not to identify with the concepts. And the concepts themselves will go on their own with their own time. For me, nothing for me to do. It's just the point I'm asking.
everybody has their कल्पना.
So he says, who has taken delivery of those concepts? So, once you reject them, you have to.
पण ती डिलिव्हरी घेतली असेल तर दुःख आहे. डिलिव्हरी घेतलीच नाही तर वाच्यात एवढं वागला गेलं काय होणार.
He says, the suffering comes only because of having accepted those concepts as your own. But if you treat them as not your concepts, or only as concepts, and therefore worthless, then there's no suffering attaches to it.
So it's all right to have concepts, but it's not true.
The concept is coming from. If there is a bundle of stolen notes, if someone picks them up, he will have the guilt. But someone who does not pick those notes will have no cause to feel guilty at all.
क्या आहे त्या दोघांची ओळखी नाही. त्यांचं हे समाधान ही त्याची बाब कळायचं. पण परमार्थ म्हणजे काय हे ज्याने जाणलं.
There are many people who are satisfied merely on the basis that he is a paramartha, that is, he is on the spiritual path. With that he is satisfied. And that, so what is the means are treated as an end. And like that there are many people. But there are rare persons who really understand what the paramartha is. And not merely as a, that is why he says, what is your limit? What is the aim? Merely doing the same thing, you can go on indefinitely.
According to the law, I put a question to Maharaj that unmanifest has become manifest in taking before to the physical body. Or that body of the manifest, I could reply. I thought about it. There was no dead body of the manifest, but the manifest was there. And instead of going back to the unmanifest, why did it choose to come to this physical body?
I think व्यक्त झालं आणि देह घेतलं. आणि मग ते, आता देहातून मग मागे जावं लागतं. मग ते देह घेतलंच कशा
Why did not enter back from
आणि
the unmanifest?
अव्यक्त व्यक्त झाल्याबरोबर पुन्हा व्यक्तात का नाही गेली मग देह का घेतली
जगाचा राजा होता आणि एक दिवस त्याला झोपे जाण्यासारखं वाटले आणि ते महाग होऊन मांस खातात जातीचा महाग झाला आहे आणि गायचा मांस खातो सांगू येतो हे कसं काय खातो तो
He is posing a question to you in reply. There was a great, very chaste Brahmin, and suddenly he went into sleep. Brahmin king. And suddenly he went into a dream. And in the dream world, he found out that he was a Mahar, outcast, the lowest caste. And he was consuming the beef. Such a powerful king, a Brahmin, why did he enter the dream and started eating the beef?
त्याच्या व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण झालं हे व्यक्तित्व त्याच्यात नव्हतं त्याच्याने काय निर्माण झालं सांगा बघू
That was not his personality. Why did he develop this personality? Why did he manifest himself into such a personality? Explain this.
व्यक्तित्व दिलं तेव्हा त्याला पहिलं व्यक्तित्व होतं ब्राह्मण जो जगाचा राजा आहे
When this dream manifestation disappeared, he came back into his original manifestation that he was the Brahmin king, all powerful.
व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण झालं
Dream.
हे झोपून आणि हे
Bhagavad is all powerful, not in dream.
अरे व्यक्त म्हणजे नुसतं कळ आयाचं कळत व्यक्त आयाचं कळत नाही ना अव्यक्त आय नाही कळत नाही अव्यक्त आयाचं कळलं हे व्यक्त की आयाचं जलाचं कळलं की त्याची जात अशी आहे एवढं झालं की जन्मपाने दिसतं
That unmanifest is not knowingness. It doesn't know itself. This knowingness is the manifestation. This knowingness is the manifestation. That's the
व्यक्तावर पुस्तक येतो अव्यक्तावर पुस्तक
all these happenings are on the Vyakta, on the manifested, and not on the Vyakta, not on the unmanifested.
म्हणून मी
अव्यक्ताची बुद्धी.
तिथे त्याला बुद्धी ज्ञान असा एक होता का
In that Avyakta, unmanifested, there is no intelligence, there is no knowingness also.
त्या बुद्धीने आलं करतात
You are accusing that principle out of your intelligence.
असं काय आहे का तसं कोणी माय काय म्हणेल तेच
You are imposing all these accusations with the help of your intelligence. That no knowing state is Avyakta. That no knowing state suddenly felt that it knows. That is Vyakta.
व्यक्तिगत कधी असणार नाही अनेक 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 असते
And the manifest state is not individualistic state. It's plenty ample.
असं होणार नाही अनेक देशात दिसणार आहे
In that manifest state, nobody observes only himself as an individual. He says so many things. That is the manifest state. Appeared suddenly now. What does it know? Only knowingness.
अवघड जग
Subsequently it knows.
व्यक्तित्व स्वतःला जेवढं ते गेले जे लोक व्हायला पाहिजे म्हटलं
It appears. It is no being. There is no question of knowingness. Whether I am there or not, no question arises there in the unmanifested.
नाही स्वप्न वागणूक आहे
Manifest state is like dream world. All activities, all happenings.
My thing is solved.
Huh?
My problem is solved.
असं माझे प्रश्न मिटले पण.
dream of one
21st May 1980 morning.
21st May 1980 morning session begins.
Once I felt again just sitting and meditating. Once it happened that I was just lying down after meditation for a long period. I was just lying down thinking that I should get the moment between my last birth and my last death and this birth. This was just on my own. I was feeling that I should get the moment of the last birth, the death and this birth. So I was just lying down, and I thought, what was the last death? Now this was not told by anybody. I was just lying down. So what was the last? One body lying. Just like that. One body lying. And I saw that body dead. It was female body. Then mind was very quiet, everything very quiet. Then I felt, where is it? Where is this body? At this time, to get that answer, where is this lying? I was getting that picture of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhans, Vivekananda, Raman Arvindo. So I got the answer that this is Bengal. So then it proceeds, but I had this feeling, so what was it? Was it illusion?
So next what happened?
Is it illusion or
हाँ भ्रम है का?
I felt as if it was real last birth.
मला तर वाटलं होतं खरोखर मागचा जन्म. If you think it was real, then it is real. When you realize that it was not real, then it becomes real.
कल्पनेत देखावा पाहिजे प्रत्यक्ष अनुभव नाही.
You saw an imaginary vision, like a TV screen. It was not your direct experience.
टीव्हीच्या बघण्यामध्ये हा देव माझा असावा याची नीती का चिंतन.
So on that TV screen, when you saw that body lying, you thought it was your body. You thought it was your body.
म्हणण्याप्रमाणे जरी खरं असले ते दीर्घ काळाचं आहे, मागील काळ आहे. आता तुमचा काळ आताचा काळ आहे, तो काळ आणि तुम्ही हा तुमचा योग कसा आला एवढं बघा.
It is of a time which is already gone, long time back. So now you find out the time and you are. This confluence, how it has occurred. Find out that.
या अनुभवाचा पहिला दिवस आणि तुम्ही हे कसं काही जॉईन झालं तेवढं बघा.
The first moment or the first day of this experience and you, how this confluence has taken place. Find out that.
या तुमच्या अनुभवाला पहिला दिवस असला पाहिजे की नको.
For this experience what you are having, there must be the first beginning, first day.
दिवसाची आणि तुमची युती कशी काय झाली तेवढं बघा.
That combination, how it came about, how that first day and you are.
Of the birth, after birth.
म्हणजे जन्मानंतरचा पहिला दिवस काय?
जन्म काळाचा जन्माच्या वेळेचा.
The moment of birth is the time of birth.
I told you that I was just feeling on my own that this moment of birth and maybe that last, perhaps if I can catch that. I got
You
it.
don't go to past. He wants you to.
Yeah.
This is birth.
परंतु मला ज्ञान झालं जग आहे मुक्त आणि तुम्ही मुक्त.
If this knowledge dawns in you, The world is liberated, so also you.
हमको बड़े बाकी सब अपने कीर्तन आगे धंधा करा हरि कीर्तन
Until then, you have been doing Hari Kirtan, playing the orchestra of Hari Kirtan.
उद्भवाची प्रकटी करणे कोणा ज्ञान काहीच नाही तुमचं जे प्रकटीकरण झालं उद्भव झाला त्याचं तुम्हाला ज्ञान काय आणि ते मग अधिक काळ नाही झाला काही दिवस पण काही वर्ष
You don't have that knowledge as to how you sprouted, how you came into being. And that is not very old. A few years back.
पाठ पदार्थ काय करू ते आमच्या सरकारसाठी घेऊन आणलं त्यांच्याकडे मी पाठ फिरवले हे पाठ करा बाजूला ठेवा तुमच्याकडे तोंड करा
He said, if you talk something out of your world acquisition, having chased the world and whatever you have collected, it is placed before me, I am not interested. You turn your back to that and face yourself directly.
रोज गेल्यानंतर काही काळाने तुमच्या लक्षात ह्या गोष्टी आलेल्या पण त्यानंतर तुम्ही शिक्षण घेत नाही
How your education of these concepts have taken place. After the so-called birth, the idea was given to you. After a few months or a few years, you started knowing yourself. After you started knowing yourself, you have collected all those things externally. And that is your store kept.
कारण का तुम्ही जे इकडे नाही ते द्वैत जमलेलं
Oh,
आहे ते बाजूला केल्याशिवाय आमचा परमात्मा म्हणजे काय तुम्हाला नाही
you will not understand and realize what my spirituality is, what the spirituality which I am expounding, unless you keep aside whatever you have collected so far as your knowledge. Keep that aside, then only you will understand what I am talking.
तुम्हाला ज्ञान नाही जन्म आधी का कसं असतं
If you have no knowledge of your birth time, how can you knowledge of the past prior to the birth?
तुम्ही नंतर ना एक मंजूर केलं नाही आपला जन्म झाला जन्म होताना तुम्ही मंजुरी तुमची दोन जन्म झालाय
After your birth, so-called birth, you have accepted, you have proved that yes, I am really born. At the time of being born, did you get that approval? Did you give approval that you are get your birth?
आयुष्यात एक गोष्ट मला ऐका कोणी ऐकवून नाही
In your life, you may not have heard.
या गोष्टीला कोलं जो म्हणजे शिकला नाही तोपर्यंत तुमचे जन्म सगळे हजर आहेत एका मागे
So long as this riddle is not solved, you have all this, your previous births are standing in queue to offer you explanation.
Hitting on the right place, right? Hitting on the right.
बरोबर योग्य ठिकाणी खिळा ठोकता म्हणा.
अजून नाही सर
Yes, it must be done, he says. He must, that nail or a peg of misery is driven into us. What is that?
– 21st May 1980, talks continued, morning session.
But we worship it as the peg of solace or happiness, pleasure. प्रेम आणि ज्ञान म्हणजे काय?
आवड आहे
The fact that you like to be, you love to be.
जीवन असावी की आवड आहे तुमच्याकडे तेच
That craving you have to be, to live.
आवडतं त्याच्यापेक्षा अधिक जगात तुम्हाला काय आवडतं
you love to be. Is there anything else which is more lovable than this love to be? Say yes or no. Teaching like this, meditation. Huh? Oh. Then why did you come? How could you come here in that case? इकडे आला तरी आवड.
त्यांनी शिकवत दिल्याप्रमाणे किंवा दोघं तर मग इकडे येण्यानंतर पुन्हा व्यभिचार करणं नाही का? सुख समृद्धी आहे, बायका घर ठेवलं आणि व्यभिचार करायला.
If the doors or the gateway to spirituality was really opened when you had gone to him, your visit to any other sage is committing adultery. She doesn't feel so. तिला त्याला तसं वाटतं.
त्याला कळलं नाही, कळलंच नाही.
It was not realized. You have not understood.
किती प्रेमाचं किती जवळच्या नात्याचं असतं. नेलेल्या माणसाचा उपयोग त्याला संसारात करू शकतो का? त्याच्यापेक्षा करतो का नेलेल्या माणसाची कोण? फक्त संसारामधून नेलेल्या माणसाचा पाच जण आठवडे लढवले होते. पण इकडे उपयोगाचा
You were very much attached to a person. Now that person is dead. Can we make use of that dead person in any way? At the most, we might remember. We might have some memories about it. But can we make use of that person? The person who is dead.
आणि तुला गेलं शिकवण गेलं तेव्हा काही बापाने तू केव्हा ओळखलं? जन्म व्हायच्या नाही की जन्मापूर्वी?
He is now asking question. When did you come to know about your parents? Was it prior to the birth? At the time of birth or later?
जन्म म्हणजे आई बापाची नोंद होती आहे की नाही?
What
आई
is the
बाप
birth
नावाची
means?
नोंद होती की नाही?
With birth, you do register the parents. The registry of the parents, registration of the parents also is there.
आपलं नक्की हे ज्ञान नसते, पण ही माझी आई नक्की हे तरी ज्ञान आहे का?
Just give a sight.
कशावरून नसेल? पण म्हणण्याचा अर्थ काय? आईला तर ही माझीच आई म्हणून कुठं बोलतो?
You see, we may not know our father. We exactly do not know our mother also. That she is really our mother. It's quite possible an orphan child would be looked after by a woman, and that orphan child will say that address that woman as his mother.
माणसी गोष्ट बाहेर हीच माझी आई ना.
Suppose a woman adopts an orphan child from an ashram, and when the child is brought up, in due course the child will say, "She is my mother." जबाब द्यायची शक्यता.
खरी गोष्ट घडलेली आहे. तुम्ही जबाब द्यायला काय मोठा काय लहान काय?
If it is a fact, where is the question of replying or not replying? You can easily reply.
दिवसभर सगळी बोलणं किती दिवस राहता. त्या दिवसाच्या वेळेला त्या दिवसाचा उदय झाला त्या तुमचं प्रारूप काय होते?
You do accept birth as a happening, and then you accept that day as the day of your birth, and with that understanding, you start your further things.
मानताना
You do believe in your birthday, is it not so?
मानणारे आधी की जन्मदिवस आधी?
The principle that accepts the birthday, that is prior or the birthday is prior. Huh? Nice name. If you know this very thing, this little,
चालू आहे.
आणखी महाराजवरती भाव झाला, महाराजवरती भाव आला आणि असं परत परत आणि व्यभिचार कशात
महाराजाकडे आले.
पण पहिला तुझा त्याने निकाल दिला होता असताना
तर
ते
तिकडे
कशाकडे
On this point, precondition he says is, if the doors were open, then where is the necessity for you? You see, he qualified. If the doors were open, तेव्हा मग इथे यायची काय गरज असं. Then it has to be either way. Either the doors were not open, therefore you came in.
माझं म्हणणं काय आहे, तुला ज्ञान झालं नाही, तुला ज्ञान झालं नाही, मला ज्ञान झाल्याचं मानणं करतोय.
The knowledge has not dawned in you, but you presume that you are knowledgeable.
त्यांना कुठे ज्ञान झालं,
Huh?
त्यांचं झालं ज्ञान,
ज्ञान
नुसतं येतो प्रेमची ज्ञान याचं ज्ञान.
I do not know the language of knowledge. I know the language of love only.
त्याने शिकवलेलं तुला लक्षात आलं, तुला कळलं, तेव्हा माझा जन्म झालाच नाही. पण पुढे त्याचा जन्म झाला त्याने पुढे किंवा मागे करता काय करावं, पुढच्या गोष्टी करता मग काय करावं, जन्म झालाच नाही.
If the teachings given by Raji were truly driven home into you, you would have come to a conclusion that you had no birth. You were not born at all. With this understanding, where is the question of doing this or doing that?
अंशुमधलं सोडलं लाल रंग झाला.
हा रंग
लाल
लाल रंग, लाल मिसळला.
आता ते हळद ओळखली तुला ओळखलं, लाल 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 ओळखलं, आता तू कोण?
You see the turmeric powder and the lime, when they are mixed together, you got the red color.
आणि हे बघ तुला कोण, त्या तिघापैकी तू कोण?
You now know all the three entities. Turmeric powder, yellow turmeric powder, the white lime, both combination is red. Since you recognize all three, where are you? You are not amongst those three.
ते लाल तू असे मानून ते अभिमानाने म्हणते.
Now all along you presume
लाल रंग म्हणजे
that red color, which is the outcome of that yellow and white. You assume that I am that red color, and you are killing yourself by accepting that red color as yourself.
These three colors have great significance. We use them very significant.
तुला वाटायला देवाला अक्कल दिली तयार कर, कसं कर?
If the God has been kind enough to give you enough intelligence, think over this point.
This one point.
सत्य उमेदवार आपला आपण होते, त्याच्यावर आपल्याला कसा होईल. पण हे आपण म्हणतो, पण आपण नव्हे ते, आपण नवे असे असू ते आपण मानतो, म्हणून तुम्ही बघायला लागतात. आपण नसेल त्याच्याकडे होतो का, हे काहीतरी अन्याय आहे, म्हणून ते सहन होत नाही. सुखाचं बघा मन आहे, त्याला सुखाची गरज नाही. मोठ्या मध्ये कंबल पाहिजे त्याला पाजणार का नाही ना. दान लागले म्हणून तू सरळ आहे, हे सगळं आपलं रूप असतं म्हणून लागलं. काही अन्याय आहे. म्हणजे काय आपण बघायचे
Oh. He says, really and truly, if we abide in our true nature, verily in the true nature, there is no cause for any misery at all. But presently, because of this wrong identification or because of the intrusion of the foreign element, which we hold on to as ourselves, the misery is there.
तुम्हाला
That's the
शिकवलं
principle inside. Is not your true nature.
त्याच्या बघा आपण तू केव्हा म्हणजे हळद राहायचं होईल का हळद दिला तिला शिजू खलास झाला तुम्हाला
He says if you identify yourself with that red color, which is the product of turmeric powder and lime, when that red color will vanish, when you will encounter death, that means the red color will come to an end. Only when that nourishing material, that turmeric powder comes to an end, gets exhausted and consumed.
सरकारचे बेडा कधी होऊ शकतो ना त्याच्यात अन्य काय विचार
Oh,
ते जाणार तेच बोलावं लागलं
the true self, in its true state, can never be miserable, can never be unhappy. But if there is some foreign element entering therein and identifying ourselves with that, then only the misery begins, the trouble starts.
माझे साहेब आता आत्मयोग आहे
No, Atmayoga.
आत्मयोगाचं यथार्थ ज्ञान झालं पाहिजे जन्मयोग ओळख जन्मयोग जो ओळखला ते ओळखला काय लागतं कोणाला कशामुळे आली माझी ते मिश्रण पदार्थजन्य आहे
पण ते जन्मयोग ओळख
Mr. Bhagya was saying that whatever Maharaj is expounding, it is Atma Yoga, abidance in the self, yoking with the self only, that is Atma Yoga. Maharaj says when that abidance in the self is possible, when you recognize that birth yoga, Janma Yoga, birth yoga, when you recognize that is I amness and this body, beingness, how it has come about with the birth. Once you understand that you are out of this Janma Yoga, you are out of the birth yoga. That means you abide in the Atma Yoga only. And what is Janma Yoga due to? It is due to some objective world material. It is the product of the objective world material. And you cannot be that.
पण ज्ञान असलेल्या जगात कुठली भेटते
How many sages can we meet who have understood, realized and dismissed this Janma Yoga? जन्मयोगाची ओळख कशी होईल
तुला जाग कशी येते झोपल्या जाते
आपणच येते
कसं येते
the same way. She wants to know how she can understand about Janma Yoga. So Maharaj put up the question, how did you come into this waking state? Or how did this waking state happen to you? She said spontaneously. Similarly, that knowledge also will dawn into you spontaneously.
त्याला कळला परमात्मा योग हुआ
In the process of knowing this Janma Yoga, you abide in Atma Yoga, Paramartha Yoga, or Paramatma Yoga.
नाही होते तिथपर्यंत दुःख वाटते
जन्मयोगाची जोपर्यंत ओळख होत नाही तोपर्यंत दुःखच ना. येस, yoga is not understood. Are we bound to suffer? Maharaj said yes.
आपली पूर्ण जन्मयोग कळलं काही नाही मुश्किल
The one that is trying to investigate about his Janma Yoga is Ajanma only. But after understanding what is the Janma Yoga is, he confirms that I am the Ajanma, I am the born. Earlier he said any number of people have come and gone. They have listened to my talks and they have started the operation of themselves. They have not completed the operation.
तो खबर दिया है सर राजी दिया है
He said, now I have taken this medicine. Now he is asking the question, am I the suffering? Am I that pain?
होना का तो कैसा
The pain I am should be in a position to suffer the pain. That's why you give treatment. Because I am still in the pain. It has to tolerate pain, further pain. Therefore we have to treat.
आत्मा कंट्रोल होता है त्याची क्रिया करते किती होता है
Now that pain means this I amness. That is a product of the Sattva-guna. It is sustained by Sattva-guna. And Sattva-guna activates itself with 3 gunas.
वागणूक गुणमध्ये वागणूक फक्त वागणूक
May 1980 morning.
22nd May 1980 morning session begins.
So that which no, it came out the
खरं म्हणायचं तर लाईक केलं
See why he becomes quiet finally? Because he has no questions, because all his questions are answered, you see, because there are no questions left. Now when he says, you see, everything is illusion, everything is false, he has to suffer, he has to go through that. And if he says it is all true, then he has no identity to experience anything. He knows himself that there is no identity whatsoever because his existence is without any particular identity. So who is going to also enjoy or not enjoy? Huh?
वाक्य काय म्हणतो
Those that need to enjoy or have
Which is है
relation with daddy. The word keeps
संदर्भ रहा असा तो संस्था बरेच जाणीविषयी जवळचे संबंध ठेवा. तर जाणीविषयी जवळचे संबंध ठेवायचे कुणी आणि ज्याने संबंध ठेवायचे तो जाणीवेच्या पेक्षा वरचा राहायचा का खालचा राहायचा.
विचार आहे की गाडी विचार करा consciousness or without consciousness. One who wants to know, one who is asking, गाडी कोणी विचारतो दुसरा कोणी विचारतो सांगा दुसरा विचारतो गाडी विचारतो गाडी विचारतो. Is it the consciousness itself that is asking or is it something or someone other than consciousness that who is not associated with consciousness? Who is that? पुन्हा प्रश्न समजावून द्या त्या प्रश्न काय आला. So he is analyzing the question itself. No. Now is that someone totally disassociated from consciousness or is it consciousness which is itself asking? Who is asking the question? Because your question is being analyzed. Whichever must be who. त्याने प्रश्न करायचे आहे. कुठल्याच भावना घेऊन आले तिकडे घेऊन बोलायला पुढे आलेलं नाही. तुझा राहिला उद्या आम्ही फावतो आणि तो विचारतो ना तो विचार क्या ध्यानात ठेवा.
What's about with longer who is asking the question? Intelligent person who is asking the question. So remember that. Remember that you are an intelligent person when you start asking questions.
Who is that? And if the same one, means Jani is asking question to Jani.
That is what he has asked you.
So it's like
तुमच्या परिस्थिती सगुण निर्गुण संजीवन उभा आहे. सगुण निर्गुण सुद्धा नाहीये. सगुण आणि निर्गुणच्या संजीवन आहे. दोघांबद्दल काहीतरी बोलतोय माझ्याबद्दल काय त्याला करायचं. दुसऱ्याला पण बोलतोय माझ्याबद्दल. सगुण निर्गुण समजून आहे बाय. पण दोन्हीच मी नाही कसं झालं ते मागं दोन्ही पैकी आणि उचललं नाही प्राप्त परिस्थिती आहे. माझ्याकडच्या याचा प्राप्त परिस्थिती आहे.
Whatever he is talking from his own state, you see. And it is not, you see, given to him by anybody or it is not obtained from somewhere, it is already there. And what is the state, you see? He is on the border of Nirgun and Sagun. That means he is transcending both Sagun and Nirgun. You cannot describe him by way of attributes, or you cannot say he has no attributes and cannot describe him. In fact, he is beyond all descriptions. He is on the, actually the transcending limit of Sagun and Nirgun. So he is talking from his own side. It is not given to him by anyone. He has not obtained it from anywhere. It is already there. That he is talking from that state. So your questions are also posed to him, to a person who is like that. Beg your pardon?
From my low level of understanding.
That's what you feel, that you have a low understanding. There is no question of any low or higher. That's your delusion. तेव्हा मला जाणीव कळतो आणि मी ध्यान करत असतो. मला
ध्यान कोण करतो?
हू डज द मेडिटेशन? हू इज मेडिटेटिंग?
मी ध्यान करतो तेव्हा जाणीव करते. ध्यान कोण करतो?
That is doing the meditation. Who is meditating? That is a specific question. परिस्थिती आहे ती परिस्थिती हे ध्यान करतो.
तुला करा
What's the necessity for it to meditate?
And the Nirguna state, this is where is the necessity.
मग आता पुढं कसं जायचं?
माझे ते तपश्चर्या बसलाय काय माझे जपून मानवी लोक तपश्चर्या बसलेला आहे. माझे जपून
child of the dream. Is it the child of the man who is sitting with the chose meditating, is it?
निर्मल करतं काय त्याचं विसरायला पाहिजे म्हणते ते.
Who says this? Who wants to forget it?
हे वाक्य परिचय असलेल्याचा आहे का?
When you say it is Nirguna from Nirakar, are you referring to
सहपरिचय बोलतो आहे का? सहपरिचय बोलतो आहे का? निराकार.
Have you explained it that and then you are talking? What is Nirguna? What is Nirakar? You have only heard the words. Are they a description of a known thing or unknown thing? What are you describing? You don't have an experience of that, isn't it? So you are only speculating.
आमच्या एका साली मला वाटतं कुठून त्याचे 25 लोक स्वर्गाला गेलेले आहेत. आमच्या एका सालाला आमच्या कुटुंबातले 25 लोक स्वर्गाला गेलेले आहेत. मला याचे परिचय करतात नाही का?
Yours is only inferential knowledge, only whatever knowledge you have acquired. So somebody says, you see, 155 people from my family have reached the heaven. What is the meaning of this statement? Have you experienced that? Have you known that? You only heard from your people. At a particular time, in the history of your family, 125 people reached the heaven. What do you mean by that? Like that you are talking about Nirguna Nirakar. You have no idea about Nirguna Nirakar at all. You can talk only about the known. You cannot talk about the unknown. And if it is about the note, then it is not this, it is not Nirakar.
चर्चा म्हणजे ना आता त्याच्या परिचयाचे परिचय माहिती देता का शब्दाच्या अर्थाच्या परिचयाची माहिती देता का
When you talk about a certain word, whatever that word means, you see, are you talking about the experience of that particular thing or only the word?
Only the word.
What is the word?
And underlying meaning.
Moment you see, Nirguna Nirakar is only a word.
परिचयाचा म्हणजे वापर केलं पाहिजे आपण वापरलं पाहिजे सवासाला काय म्हटलं Now if you talk about Hitler, you know, not beyond the way, you know Hitler is it, you've been here. That means when you talk of something, you must talk to people. Honest people. मतलब मला विचारलं बरोबर तुमची भाला मागे बघ करा झाली की नाही
The moment you raise the question about it, whether you have an experience of that
सगळी
thing,
बराबर
then you have run away from it, you see. You actually are running here and there. You can't understand anything. So Nirguna Nirakar, both things you see, you are running away from it now. Because you can't describe it, you don't have an experience of that particular state. You are only talking from the word.
You will not know.
शब्दात शब्द मला सांगत बोला उत्तम
तर आपण शिकू.
त्यांचे मला शब्दात शब्द सांगत चला ते शब्द त्यांचे शब्द उत्तम असतात
हॅड एक्सपिरियन्स त्यांच्याबद्दल नो क्वेश्चन.
हा तो अनुभव जर असता तर मग प्रश्न विचारायची गरजच नसती
वय किती तुमचं आता हे वय किती आहे काय असं सांगा 5, 10, 25, 50 काय असेल ते सांगा
No, I will ask the same question. Then I was not looking at and spoke about me, and I
So he is asking a plain simple question. What's your age? What's your age?
is doing the same thing. Age, I said so much. He said you are ageless.
No, but now he is asking you the age, so you answer him.
He said age of this
Is this physical?
he described it
74.
74.
74 वर्ष बाद करून तुमचं अस्तित्व कसं होतं तुमची वस्ती कशी होती तुमचं वास्तव्य काय होतं विसरलात
subtract that figure from
हे
your
विसरता
age.
येत नाही
What were you then? Before you were 73. You have forgotten that status.
माझं वास्तव्य कोणाचं तेच आहे आणि कसंच आहे मेरा कोण बतावेगा सत्य करते गुरु गए पाव कोण पाव भाव आमच्या वर्षाचा शिवाय तुमचं भाऊ नाही ना तुमचं वास्तव्य म्हणजे तुम्ही विसरणार नाही मला आठवणार नाही
It did not exist before those 74 years. You said you did exist. But that you will not remember. It is that stage you will not, you were there, you know it, but you will not remember.
Why you will not remember it? Because you are not forgotten. One can remember only if you forget. But you are not forgotten that at all.
त्यामुळे आठवणार नाही का तुला विसरलेलं की आठवण येते विसरलेलं की आठवण कधी
That which you forget, only that you can remember. But this you have never forgotten, so you can never remember. आपण सांगितलं ते उत्तर त्यांना जरा एकदम अचंबा वाटलेला आहे.
No, now I understand. Now I understand.
वास्तवतेचा कोणालाही अचंबा वाटतो अवास्तवतेचा तेवढा अचंबा नाही वाटतो आणि त्यामध्ये कोणी बोलू शकतो सत्य आहे सत्य आहे अनित्य 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 ह्या जन्माने 15 दिवस त्यातले 15 दिवस असं काय बोलते निश्चित परिचय
About that which is not true. That which is changing all the time. We cannot talk about that which is never changing.
कधीच पडत नाही कायच पडत नाही तो नित्य पडतो नित्य परिचय आणि काही परिचय करते ते हसना परिचय आहे नाही थोडेकडे तिकडे मुंबईच्या जमाला हे हसना नाही परिचय नित्य सत्य परिचय तो कर्तव्य हसणार नाही
Your eternal state you cannot understand. That which you understand is only subject to time. That you have lived here for 10 years, you have lived 20 years there, you have lived 30 years there, you can know. But you cannot understand your eternal because it is really and truly unknowable from his angle.
काळजी त्याला फिरायला सगळं नाही दुसऱ्याचे लोक दुसऱ्याचा बालपण तोडला आहे असं तुमची अवस्था त्याला फेर नाही पण बालपणापासून त्याला पुढे 2-3 वर्षात काय अवस्था लक्षात आली त्यानंतर तुमची रुपयाची बदलत गेली योग्यता किती बदलल्या पैकी प्रामाणिक म्हणून पर्याया म्हणजे कोणतं विधान किंवा आठवण
For your own childhood also, you don't know everything. You know only something you say after 2 years, you see when you have got the knowledge of your body. You know something about the childhood from some other child, but not from your own childhood. Now from that childhood, since you started knowing your body, how many things have changed in you? How many different positions you have acquired in life? And what is remaining with you now? Okay, honestly, this was my position, this is I am like this. Can you say like that? Whatever you know about yourself, see what is remaining with you permanently now. Which you can say, this is my honest, I recognize myself like this. This is my identity. Honest identity, whatever you have. Can you tell anything about it?
हे दर्शन बरोबर चुकायची बरोबर ही ओळख तुमचीच का
So whatever you are recognizing yourself now, suppose you are 125 years old then, and then you don't have any control on your senses, you see, and you are in, you see, all the time in the dirt, then what are we supposed to know then? That is then you are that also, isn't it? If you are now, whatever you are in this, then at that time also one who is moving in the dirt also is you. Will recognize yourself like that?
सवाच्या दिवसामध्ये आयुष्य मिळालं त्या म्हणजे कोणती ओढ स्वतःची पूजा निवंद्य स्वतःची कोणती ओढ पूजा निवंद्य
Which particular identity in all these changing things you accept, you see, as your very good identity, very nice identity, which you would like to worship, which you would like to say, this was me.
त्याचं कवर घालून द्यावा
That which you can close it in gold and keep it in your wardrobe. That this is my identity, I am like this.
विचार करतो ना आपली लायकी काय ओळख काय विचार करतोय
Has anybody thought about it any time? Man concerned with this type of thinking?
त्या ओळखीने आता बदनाम मला नाही आहे बदनाम पुढे एवढं बदनाम झाले आहे की नाही बदनाम झालेले आहे की नाही
Whatever you have been able to know about yourself, all your identities so far, right from childhood up to now, they have been all discredited, isn't it? Own experience now. Do you accept that this is my true identity, honest identity? So that means all the identities are just you're discredited, isn't it?
आपण तुमच्या संसार ओळखीवर तुल्याने लायक प्रियाने लायक
all the changing identities, which is that identity which you love very much, which you say is permanent, you are loving it more?
It is also incorrect.
तसं म्हणतात स्वप्रेम म्हणजे आपल्या आत्म्याचं प्रेम आत्म्याचं प्रेमावर आता आहे इनकरेक्ट इनकरेक्ट दॅट इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट
ते प्रेम प्रामाणिक आहे
म्हणतात ते नाहीये प्रमाण
ते बद्दल त्याला भीती नाही थोडं बद्दल त्याला भीती प्रामाणिक प्रेम
So I think it is not correct.
That's right. That means the love for I also is not honest.
अप्रमाणे जातीने धर्माने कर्माने अप्रमाणिक असणार ते कधी बंधन होईल मला होईल
That which is received by its own nature is dishonest. Now, do you think it can give you anything in life by that?
Okay.
कोणती एवढं डायरेक्ट माणसं आणि प्रमाण घेऊन
The keep and anything we do, when identity which you can keep, which is thing, is I am. But you understand everything is I, and I also is which is this stated. So whatever you understand to the I also is non-permanent, isn't it?
निवेदन केलं तर अभिमानाला पाय ठेवायला जागाच नाही कोणत्याही यंत्रणेने बाबत त्याला हजर राहायला आधार
If you use the discrimination, power of discrimination, then you can never be really and truly, you can never be egoistic in life at all. You cannot have any ego left. If you discriminate about whatever is, about the true state, that which cannot be described, because you can use the discrimination only for the things which are changing.
निर्माण झालेली बाय असते ते व्यवहार त्या व्यवहाराचे उत्पन्न कोणाकडे जाते
This is made out of the boiled rice, and he says there is one sense. In Kokar, we normally drink that.
आपला भात उकळून काढायचं त्याच्यामध्ये सत्वाधिक ते फार योग्य असतं भांड्यात पेटी ते पोचवायचे असते भांडण त्याला डोळा म्हणायचं आणि असं बोल पोचवायचं त्याला डोळी म्हणायचं आपल्याला डोळी द्यायला नारळाच्या डोळीचा बोल चमचा बद्दल काय सांगा कोणती तुमचे राहायचे मिळायचे ते निर्माण होते उत्पन्न ते पंचभूताला जातं
Whatever comes out of 5 elements goes back to 5 elements. It is active.
त्याच्या तुमचा नमुना काय
What's the sample you have there, of your own sample there? Like this is me, who's doing all these things.
बरोबर निर्माण झालंच पाहिजे जन्मेनाचा अर्थ समजतो
So with that you must become level. Right?
बरे साहेब काल सोनिया झालं हो झालं म्हणजे निर्माण असल्यास त्याला नमुना नाही त्यानंतर नमुना नाही
After that you have no sample that is there to get no identity. Even now also you don't have identity, but you feel that this person has an identity, but then everything goes away, everything merges.
In that case, then, when you have your own vineyard, I think it is, in the understanding here, no rascal in the time of
So that is nirvana.
आकार काही पण कलर हे सुद्धा रूप नाही निर्वाण खूप कलर
मोठ्या माणसाचं म्हणण्यापैकी ते.
हे असं कसं हे काय झालं असं निर्गुण ते जे गुण होते ते गेले मावळले खूप निर्वाण झाले निर्गुण मग निरंजन आता कर्मण केला तर त्यांनी निरंजन जाग नको झोप नको प्रकाश नको उद्या नको काय
So with Niryan, we say nirguna. There are no attributes left. After attributes go away, that means you become nirvana also, there is no color also. The color is an attribute. No color whatsoever. Now when these three things have come, we say you also become Niranjan. That means you don't require any attribute whatsoever. You don't have to sleep, you don't have to wake up, you don't require this, you don't require that. Nothing is required there. So with Niryan, Nirguna, Nirvan, Niranjan, all those things they come. तर वासना राहतात मरतानी त्यांचं काय व्हायचं
तुमचा अनुभव काय आहे
We only heard this story. Do you have any experience about that?
म्हणता कशाला
Why do you tell me stories from others? You don't have an experience like that.
तुमचा काय अनुभव सांगा तुम्ही याच्यामध्ये कशा शिंगे स्वतः आणि शिल्लक जेव्हा असलं ते होतं ना. ते पण
So it comes back to the source. How did you enter into this? You see? And that kindness was not also there, isn't it? Then why do you think at the time of death all those things will be there?
जेव्हा येतो बाहेर त्यांना नाही सोड लागला. ठीक आहे, आपण जो माणसा आहे तो आपला सोडला आपण तो घेऊ. सोडला मोठा देव आहे. त्याचा शोध आपल्याला नाही लागला. पण आपण लहानसा आहे तो आपला तरी आपण शोध घेऊ. आणि ते फार फार आता बोलतात पोटाने बोलतात आणि काही दिवसापासून
Why do you worry?
कसं जायचं.
Why do you worry about that God? If you think we are not in a position to find out anything about Him, why don't you try to find out about yourself? You know yourself, you see that 34 years back you were not there. So you have all the evidence of your existence there. What was before that and what is this? Try to find out, that's all. At least you'll be able to find out for yourself. Don't worry about the God.
Don't worry about others.
Naturally. When you don't worry about the God also, don't worry about the others also. You worry about yourself. Why do you worry about others, you say? You don't look at yourself and see and try to find out what is your own identity, whether you are worthy of anything. You don't find out that.
पण क्षणभर तुमच्या स्वप्नाबद्दल खात्री करूया. आपल्या वाट्याला आपण काय
Do everything in
मला
life.
मिळालं नाही. तिची तुमची रूप झाली ती सगळं होती. अधिक आणखी शिल्लक राहिली आयुष्याची तर मात्र ते भांडण ओळखतो आहे. आता शेवटचं तुमचं दर्शनी लायक मला लायकच आहे. लायकी तुमची
Do whatever you like in life. You try to find out at least for yourself what are you, what is your identity. True identity, honest identity, and do anything and everything in the world. Any identities you must accept.
काम करता काळजीपूर्वक कोणत्या लायक स्वरूपाला बघता तुमच्या तुमची कोणती लायक एवढं पाहिजे बाबा.
All 24 hours you are working, but with what identity? Have you ever tried to find out? And whatever identity you are thinking that doing everything is being done by that identity, have you seen the worthiness of that identity? Whether it is permanent, non-permanent, whether it is true, whether it is dishonest? I will try to find out that. So do anything and everything in its life, 24 hours, but do with the correct identity, whatever you are.
हजारो लोकांबरोबर तिथे कुंभमेळा 5-7 एखाद्या तिकडे पोलिसांकडे जीव दिला गेला.
This is huge discrimination. Now people go to Kumbh Mela, thousands of people die there. Now if somebody doesn't get the death, natural death there, he doesn't die there, so he commits suicide there. What is this? And you will try to find out, do they get the heaven or what? So the Lord tells that story, you see, which you are listening to, and you believe in that. But use your discrimination to find out what could be the secret of all these things. This is only conditioning of your mind, that's all, you feel like that. And you say at the time of death there are vasanas.
महाभारत उत्कंठ माझ्यामध्ये मला किती आहे पण त्याच्याकडे आता विवेक करायला गेला कस बोला की माहिती नाही देतो ते मी काय म्हणायला याच्यामध्ये आमच्या त्यांची नेमणी आहे म्हणायला लायकी नाही.
I have love for myself, you see. I have devotion to myself. But when I try to use the power of discrimination, I find, see, that is I. Whatever I say, I have love for myself. I don't get any identity whatsoever for it, you see, which is honest, which is worthy. I cannot say this is me. So I have love for myself. I can't get anything like that. Then I use the power of discrimination. I am nothing.
તમે માનતા પણ જ્યાં જન્મ કરી આપણે આપણે ચૌકડી પૂરી ખોટી આવી કલ્પના કરીએ
You accept reincarnation. You accept reincarnations. You say that I have come through so many incarnations. Have you ever thought of at least trying to find out your own nature in this birth itself? At least have you completely inquired in this birth? Then why worry about the so many incarnations?
મને રચાનું કદાચ પોતે કેન્સર
According to your science, you see, you have cancelled me from life now. According to your medical science.
કેન્સર કોને કેન્સર
You're just talking.
વૈચાદાન બોલતો હોય શબ્દો છે બોલતો હોય
But I'm not